Hello, Gabby. How you doing? I've got your PSD loaded up here, and I just want to go through this. I've got another one loaded up here so I can show you some examples of what I'm talking about when I go through your presentation. But what I'm looking at here is I see your Photoshop document has included all of your layers, and that's great. Your type layer has this bevel emboss in this inner shadow. So you've done some experimentation with type, but I'd like to see a little bit more. There was a lot of tutorials in the class materials this week for type treatment in Photoshop. So maybe pump that up a little bit more. Take a couple of those tutorials, see if maybe you get some ideas. Okay. As far as the creature itself goes, I mean, I'm just not seeing it. I'm just not even seeing a creature. I see a controller and a computer and two boxes and another box, and that's it. And take a look at those examples, Gabby, that I had posted a couple weeks ago in the announcements area, because that's your direct competition. So if you can put this next to those and say, yes, mine is just as good as those, then that's great. Then you're successful. If you can honestly look at those and say, I don't know if mine stacks up, well, then that's an indication that perhaps we have some more work to do. As far as technical merits go, you're not using Photoshop correctly, and this is what I was trying to tell a couple of, well, I was trying to allude to this last week, okay? You don't have any masking. You're not showing any masking here. So all you've done is you've taken like this, never had a background when you put it in this file here. And the reason I know is because when I click it, you just have these, it just appears. There's no background. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is how it should be done. Okay, here's the spider and then the background, and here's the whole background. So, and if I take, so let's just take part of that spider, for example, okay, and here's the quote. This is a part of that spider, this part right here, see that? There's the mask. Look what happens when I turn that mask off. There's the background, okay? That's what Photoshop is all about. Placing one image inside another image and erasing, not erasing, but masking out the background, hiding the background so all you see is the element, like that, okay? Yours is just, you're just putting these elements in here kind of, freely, no background anywhere. You see what I'm saying? I think those, and there's just no masking at all. So this is not going to grade very well at all. And I just want to tell you now so that you can maybe try to get this thing fixed as soon as possible. Look, creativity is one thing. That's your end, okay? You have to put this in your portfolio. So you be as creative or display as much creativity as you feel necessary for your portfolio. But as far as the technical merits go, it has to be correct. So if you're not understanding what I'm saying, email me, okay? But we have got to see the proper masking techniques in this file. The other thing I wanted to say is that Computer Critter Chris is inside a boxing ring. That makes no sense whatsoever. And that's what we were talking about this week when we were talking about showing the ability to, where was I? The background should work to enhance the design, should create a sense of unity in the design, should set a mood for the piece, should set some sort of a narrative for the piece, okay? This computer in a boxing ring, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so let's try to get those worked out. Like I said, if you have any questions at all, get with me and we'll see if I can explain it further. But all right, there you have it. Okay, thanks very much.